My name is Jim Copeland. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Grant Thornton LLP, and I'm pleased to be joined today by Martha Oner. And Martha is the national leader of our research and development and government incentives practice. So welcome, Martha.
Hi, Jim. It's great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you. The federal government has responded to the COVID-19 crisis by announcing several economic measures and tax incentives designed to assist both employers and employees. Martha's here to give us an overview of what these are and how business can use them. So Martha, maybe we'll kick off with the first question. What are the main concerns you're hearing from our clients around access to tax incentives? The types of incentives that have been announced already, and maybe even any insight you have around what clients feel they need right now.
For sure. One of the biggest concerns right now is around the funding that's already been allocated, approved, or in the queue. And so right now, because CRA, Canada Revenue Agency, is not currently processing any returns, our clients are getting a little concerned about when those refunds are going to hit their cash flow. And so we did hear Minister Baines acknowledge this as an issue a number of days ago. So we do expect to hear an announcement around how Canada Revenue Agency is going to get the money into the hands of Canadian small business.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we've had to get used to over the last week is the uncertainty and the lack of visibility going forward. So we're all in sort of a react mode at this point in time. Can you provide us with an overview of the tax and legislative measures that have been introduced to provide relief so far?
Definitely. So in response to the COVID-19 crisis, what we've seen on the funding landscape is actually a redeployment of some of our existing funds. So one of those funds is what's called the Strategic Innovation Fund, so the SIF program. We're also seeing an additional program being added on around the COVID-19 Challenge program. And so what this program does is it actually provides funding for Canadian businesses to refine and sell their products that are meeting a product or solution need in relation to the COVID-19 crisis. And so we've seen tons of examples of this already across the country. So we've seen Labatt's and Dillon's converting their still equipment at their production facilities to create and produce hand sanitizer. We've seen Zara as another example, and other clothing manufacturers that are being redeployed to pivot to produce PPE, so personal protective equipment and hospital gowns. And then we've also seen other Canadian auto manufacturers jumping on board as well to address this crisis, to redeploy their production lines to manufacture things like ventilation equipment and masks. So all of this redeployment, this grassroots kind of community level R&D, there is funding through the government for that, and we're here to help get that cash into the hands of these innovative Canadian businesses.
Yeah, we've certainly seen a lot of that in the news, and I think all of us can be really proud and encouraged by the response from business.
Mm-hmm.
What practical steps can business take to leverage these initiatives right now?
Definitely. So number one, reach out to your advisors. So talk to your bankers, your lawyers, your professional accountants. All of this information is going to be on our Grant Thornton COVID-19 site and posted externally. So just definitely, there's a wealth of information, and there's a number of people that are here to support our Canadian clients, us, Grant Thornton being one of them. We're here to help.
So Martha, the government has already announced a number of incentives and programs to help business. But based on what you've seen and heard so far, what could we potentially see moving forward?
That's a great question. So we are seeing announcements come out pretty much every hour at this point from both the federal and the provincial government. So we do expect to see additional supports put in place over the coming days to really help Canadian business. The other thing that we do hope to see going forward, I hope to see an increase in connectivity tools, technology, a large-scale development of rapid prototyping, agile factories and workers, really who will be better able to serve our economy going forward. And so I think a lot will change, a lot will get better, and we'll be much stronger as a result.
Okay, thank you, Martha, for these insights, and to our viewers, thanks for joining us. Just a reminder to visit our COVID-19 hub on our website at www.grantthornton.ca. Certainly follow us on social media for the latest updates. And above all, please be safe.